caring for children has always been one of the deepest and most satisfying things a human being can do. The world is changing, and there's never been a more important time for childcare business owners to start marketing their businesses. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything that can help you grow your childcare business and stand out in a crowded market. Welcome to the Childcare Business Growth Podcast. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Childcare Business Growth Podcast. My name is Nick Williams, and in this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything to help grow your childcare business. It doesn't matter where you're from or how big or small your childcare business is. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything from the marketing of your business to the staff recruitment to standing out from the competition. We're going to be conducting interviews with some of our amazing clients around the world and sharing their experiences and simple strategies that you can use in your business to help stand out from the competition. My number one goal for this podcast is to help free childcare business owners from being a slave to their business. After all, you went into owning your own childcare business because you love looking after children, because you love providing them experiences. You love seeing them grow, develop, and learn. You didn't go into this to be a slave to your business. So in this podcast, we're going to be helping you with all the strategies and all the tips that you can implement even if you don't have any previous marketing experience or business experience at all. So you're probably wondering, well, who am I and why should you be listening to me? Well, my wife and I have had our own childcare businesses now for the last 15 years. And when we first started out, things weren't that easy for us. We really started to struggle to market our business. You know, we relied typically on word of mouth, like most childcare businesses out there. We relied on other families referring us and talking about the amazing experiences that they had. But the reality is that as more corporate sites opened, as more people started to learn how to market their business, our competition started to grow and we quickly got left behind. We spent way too much time focusing on the operations and the delivery of the childcare business and not enough time on our sales and marketing. So our business started to struggle. We got to a point where I was not even in a position to take a wage from our business. So we started to learn from the best marketers around the world. We knew we had to do something different because we could not continue the way we were. So I ended up taking a corporate job, having to spend every single hour of the day working for someone else when my passion was in being with my children, in that business, helping those children grow and learn. But I couldn't be there because the business could not afford to support myself and my wife. So when we started to learn from all these amazing marketers around the world, we gradually started to implement things, but there was so much information. We just didn't know where to start, who to rely on, what information, how would this even work for us? So gradually over the next 18 months, we started to implement all these strategies into our business. Some of them worked, some of them didn't work, but we took the time to actually test these things. And eventually we got to a point where we figured it out. We transformed our business and we started generating between 70 to 110 inquiries into our business every single month. We're in a position where the business started to thrive, and we're also in a position where I could start to take a wage from my own business. How amazing is that? But the reality is, guys, that there are so many childcare providers out there that are in the same position that we were. Because what we found out is that when our business started to do well, we had other childcare businesses start to contact us, saying to us that they were struggling to pay their bills. They were in a position where they were almost going to be forced to close their business down because they didn't have enough customers come into their business. So Jen and I sat down and we knew at that point that we needed to do something to help all these amazing childcare providers around the world. So we started our mission, and that mission is Childcare Business Growth. We are now on a mission to help 10,000 amazing childcare providers like you around the world to transform their business, to get more inquiries into their business, so their business is not only sustainable, but their business is thriving. And most importantly, is that you don't be a slave to your business, because so many childcare providers provide an amazing job. They provide great childcare, but they ultimately end up becoming a slave to their business. They don't take the holidays they deserve. They don't pay themselves enough. And that is just where most businesses fail. So what we want from this podcast is to share the strategies, the tips, the ideas, and all the success stories from other amazing childcare providers around the world. So now we have clients in many, many countries around the world, and I want to share these stories with you in our podcast. So stay tuned for the next episode of the Childcare Business Growth Podcast. We're on a mission to help business owners just like you to get more customers into their businesses and to help you stand out from your competition. If you'd like to find out more about the ways we can help your business, check out our website at childcarebusinessgrowth.com.